I had the honor of serving 6 churches as pastor over a 34-year career. Some of these churches were quite large. But over those years, I almost never had anyone come to me for help with their own addiction or the struggles of a loved one. Frankly, I would not have known much of what to do other than to refer them to one of our trusted counselors, and that was fine. But that changed when I returned to the pastorate after my treatment for alcoholism. People began coming to me to share their stories of recovery. Then others began to say they needed help with a loved one. And that's how I began leading interventions and soon felt led to resign as a pastor and devote myself full time to helping people in this way. That was more than 10 years ago. And then the field of ministry opened wider. I offered to speak to any church that invited me. And this is now one of the unique aspects of our mission at Fully Alive. We reach out to churches. I conduct Recovery Sunday events in which I share my story during the time of the sermon or homily. I offer to stay and talk afterward with anyone who wants to talk, and someone always wants to talk. Why churches? This is where the families are. Now make no mistake, we don't have addicted loved ones coming to an event like this. They're usually not open to change. They're hurting terribly, but they either don't know it or they have no motivation to make a long-term change. But the families will come, and they're hurting too, and they don't know what to do. I can help them understand addiction and the various levels of intervention. I can help them establish boundaries and begin to get out of the alcoholic management business. And if appropriate, we can set up a time to train and then conduct an intervention. The main purpose of a weekend emphasis like this is to pull back the curtain of shame and silence that surrounds addiction. I was a very sick man, and treatment saved my life, and God restored my soul. I want these families, and hopefully their suffering family members, to hear that hope. I have multiple certifications in intervention. I have led intervention training. I've spoken throughout the Southeast in churches, addiction conferences, and civic organizations, anywhere people want to learn about this disease of despair. This is an important part of our mission at Fully Alive. I'll go anywhere to bring the light of hope.